Hello and howdy ho everyone, Foxy Games here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Full Story Playthrough. When last we left off, we got through the Ritterana Lighthouse, and unfortunately, Alma has been taken by Ultima. Not Ultima Weapon, but Ultima the weird angel thing from Ivalice. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's supposed to fit in with 14's lore, but I'm sure they'll explain it. I think we saw enough to prove that Ultima is no angel, Kupo, but if she's not, then what is she? Maybe she's a void sent. I've been such a fool, and now I've lost my daughter. Will you ever forgive me, Tia? I cannot believe what I just witnessed. I won't believe it. I won't. It didn't happen. Oh my god, Lena. What do we do? What do we do? We cannot just leave poor Alma to become one of those monsters, Kupo. I have good news and bad news, Foxy. The bad news is that it appears the High Seraph was able to employ the Odious as a catalyst to propel her magics beyond whatever seal she is trapped behind. The good news is this means my device should function as intended. Its design is based off of one of Moonbrida's. It repurposes the logic behind her etheric siphon into a means of disrupting ether flow by reversing common wavelengths and let us just say it has already been calibrated to match the energy emitted by the Odious. As long as Ultima continues to wield the Odious, we should be able to interfere. But it only works if we can find Alma, which is why we must make haste. Fran? Was the power I sensed beyond the rift? Was that the High Seraph? Yeah, probably. I told her this was a mistake, and now look what has happened. If you were wise, you'd toss all remaining shards into Hell's Lid and cut your losses. But you've no more wisdom than Begamnan. And that's why the High Seraph has already won. Dude. Read the room, guy. We're all... whatever. Have I your permission to depart, Foxy? Every moment we tarry here, my sister, she... Of course. Then hold on, I'm setting engines to full speed. Let's go find Alma. Welcome to the land of my people. 'Twould be a poor lie if I said I did not miss it some. Alma! Ramza, help me. Alma! Begone! Alma! Ramza! Blood of the Invokers, fulfill the ancient covenant, and grant unto me the vessel promised. Oh no. And it just took Ramza instead. What just... Waggy, to me, the girl is not well. Might I suggest we continue this back at the Prima Vista, Kupo? Have you the courage to face true evil? What are you gawping at? The ship is this way, Kupo! So who is that? Also, what is with this raid's weird fixation on going there on the shuttle, then coming back, and then getting to do the raid? It's done this for all three. I will not see the same fate that befell Bagamnan with befall young Ramza. We must do something, and quick. The device should have worked. Is Ramza gone because of an error on in my calculations? If a magic rift was necessary to seize Ramza, then it is quite possible that Ultima is still capable of traveling beyond the bounds of the Orbonne Monastery. However, if our sight is all the High Seraph requires to do so, then we are in grave danger. Yeah, considering we've got a bunch of them here. First Alma and now Ramza. What does this Ultima want? Poor Ramza whisked away from under our very whiskers. What poor companions we make, Kupo. A poor companion would be one who sat around and whimpered while others worked to find a solution to their troubles, Kupo. We must act for Ramza, for Dalmasca. Now Ramza is gone? Oh, dearest Tia, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, don't worry, we'll get him back. We need to do something, but what recourse is left to us? The only means we had of protecting ourselves could not even prevent my son from... I am sorry, Genomus. My design was flawed. Not necessarily, Charlayan. We all saw how it succeeded in drawing Alma back from the rift and shattering the Odious. The loss of the boy is not yours to bear. Our focus here should not be on our failures, but what we have learned from them. The being beyond the rift, it spoke before claiming Ramza. It referred to you as the blood of its invokers. Could it be your ancestors are responsible for Ultima's summoning? Most certainly not! I have discovered no such inference anywhere in the Durai papers. Besides, tales of the High Seraph existed far before even the earliest of Ivalician legends. Then who exactly did summon Ultima, and why does she think them your kin? Look! I have a bad feeling about this, Kupo. The echo reveals all. Ramza dead? You lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Oron. I did not say he was dead, my lord Delida, merely that he had abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to the Orosite. But why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come to Ivalice. There is naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom is won, and this victory is as much his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark that would have seen me perish. Without him, I would not be standing here before you. It is my duty as both king and colleague to see him saved. Knights, to me! We ride for Orbonne. My lord, wait! Ajora Glabados, first of the Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the Church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Hydaelyn for the promise of coin and power, summoning forth a terrible evil from the depths of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the land's chosen, only a warrior of light, might stand against this threat. Yet while victorious in battle, Ramza was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited our warrior of light, then what chance do you presume any other might stand? Are you saying I should do nothing, then? No, my lord. Ramza is. My brother's final wish before he surrendered into the ether was that his name be struck from the annals of history. Alma, you're unhurt. But I was led to believe none but Oron returned from Orbonne. What is this you speak of your brother's wishes? When it became apparent that we were powerless to truly defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us, to do what Hydaelyn herself did countless centuries past, imprison Ultima. Now that's interesting. Hydaelyn herself felt the need to imprison Ultima. And as you are aware, my lord, a prison is only as strong as the seal on its gates. Ramza sacrificed his body to ensure that the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land, and he believed that if people knew of this sacrifice, it would only inspire them to seek out the holy stones and repeat the mistakes of those who came before. If you truly avowed yourself as his friend, then you will honor this, his final plea. No! Ramza should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he might be my knight gallant. He is gone, my lord. Before Ramza was your friend, before he was my brother, he was a warrior of light. He did what he did for Hydaelyn, and for those who would one day, too, heed the crystal's call. Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of Ivalice and restore peace to this war-torn realm once and for all. Wait, Ramza, don't leave me. Please, I beg of you. You will make a fine and just king, Delilah. See that you do not stray from that path. Ramza. I've never actually seen this cutscene, because like I said in the last episode, I wound up skipping it. So, this is interesting to me. The stones in these two necklaces. You are certain they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramza? 'Tis what Ramza wished, my lord. Orbonne, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain a member of my court? 'Tis but a matter of time before the Cardinal and his Temple Knights grow wise to my past. I would not have my presence here implicate you as well. Ramza beseeched me strike his name from history, but like you, my lord, I could not bear the thought of future generations blind to the truth. As such, I penned this chronicle of the hero's journeys. I fear the world, however, is not yet ready for the gospel contained within these pages, nor would the Church ever allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every existing copy and lock them away in their library. And what better way for the words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults in all the realm? Then one day, when the Church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered and truth shall prevail. I must admit, your plan is intriguing, Orbonne, but once the Church learns it was you who penned the chronicle, then your life... So he is an ancestor of a Beowulf in some way. Foxy! 'Twas the echo, wasn't it? The removal of Ramza's name from the history books, the Durai papers, the pendants, it was all set in motion by Orbonne himself. And if the Liberator's visions are to be taken as fact, it also appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of the Invoker. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of actual kin, but the line of those chosen by Hydaelyn to serve as the Warriors of Light. But then why abduct Ramza, or even Alma? Unless there's something you haven't been telling us. She was using us to lure Foxy. It is her vessel the High Seraph desires. Matron's tears, Alma. How long have you been awake? Actually, I think she said matron's teats, which is funnier. I've been a fool. I told our leader that it did not matter if our request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General! It's all right, Bwaggy. My intention was to claim one of these Auracite in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Garlean occupants. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. You mean this whole time you were playing us for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust a woman with ears longer than mine, I always say. Oof. You've every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you. But believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall see you to the Orbonne Monastery, and ask naught in return but that you let me join you in your rescue of Ramza. Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do it for my people in both Golmore and Rabanastre, people who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. That's fair. Whatever your motivations, we'll take you, Fran. Alright, let's have a quick word with our friends before we head out to the Orbonne Monastery. It pains me as a father that I am powerless to save my own son. Foxy, I know I have asked much of you in these past moons, but naught is more important than what I ask you now. Please, find Ramza. If your vision is true, then not even the Zodiac Braves, warriors of light themselves, could defeat the High Seraph. Are you certain we should not just allow Ramza's seal to endure? No, that would mean abandoning Ramza. But then what options are left to us? We kill the High Seraph. It was never my intention to deceive you. Alright, it was not until it was. But you must understand that I was only thinking of my people. I have not once held you as an enemy, only as an obstacle. And now that I know that to be false, I hope we can work together to save the land from the terrible evil that draws ever nearer. Well, fighting the Imperials has made you desperate, I understand. I will not... Okay, you said that already. This is all my fault. I was convinced it was Ramza and my father who were bedeviled by the Auracite, when in fact it was me all along. You are wrong, Alma. The Auracite held no power over you. It never did. Your concern for your family was justified, for they allowed their desires to cloud their judgment. You needn't blame yourself for matters beyond your control. But what of Ramza? He's gone because he tried to save me. Please, Foxy, you must bring back my brother. I don't know what I would do if I lost him too. High Seraph? Ha! You defeated tougher opponents on both Aldenard and Othard. Ultima will rue the day she rose up against the one and only warrior of light. She will. Won't she, Foxy? Oh, she will. You're right, dear brother. We must do something. Might you have any suggestions, Kupo? We must do what we Muggles do best. Dance! Dance, I say. Oh, that's not gonna help. Oh, same thing. Alright. Well, nothing left to do then but to head out to the Orbonne Monastery to finish this raid once and for all. Welcome to the outskirts of the Orbonne Monastery. Oh, this raid is going to be fun! And I mean it's going to actually be fun, but I also mean it's going to be a clusterfuck, because if there's anybody new who doesn't know the mechanics, oh dear. Alright. Let's do this. Oh good, a healer left. Oh well. Right now, we just have some ads to deal with. With some beautiful Final Fantasy Tactics music, why am I not being healed? That was a bit spoopy, but we're fine. I gotta say, this place is heckin' beautiful. Only the name of these ruins lives on with my people. We have no knowledge of the past. Nor do we wish it. Trespass into the monastery is avoided except when necessary. I imagine this is what it's like to be swallowed by a mortal, Kupo. Nah, probably not. Alright. Ahead! I see someone. No, something. My name is Mustadio Bonanza, and all paths lead through me. Mustadio, an engineer from the Tactics game. He's actually the most tame out of all the bosses. I swear I'm not trying to pull off of him. Okay, I'm turning off Iron Will.
What's this?
Well, I guess I'm main tank now. Alright, I'm turning off Iron Will so that way he can hold enmity on the boss. Oh yes, once he starts repairing these things, you need to stay out of what will be their line of fire. Pull these spotlights away from the raid. Man. I really like Mustadio's character model. Oh yes. He is going to analyze our weaknesses. And he's going to try and snipe us with an awesome looking steampunk rifle. We have a circle on us. The open part of the circle must face toward the boss. And a whole bunch of people died. Actually, not as many as I figured would. Oh yes, there are now mines on the ground. Do not touch them, obviously. Also, I know it's just auto-tuning, but I really liked how they did his voice. Oh yeah, there are bad things.
What's this? Run, like rats to the castle.
I'm hitting the wrong damn buttons all the damn time. I need to change some things. Oh, jeez. I think we should be safe if we go over this way. Here. Yep. A bunch of people were not. We should be safe. Oh dear, I was not.
You're making this too easy.
The other tank isn't dead. I don't know why I am now holding enmity. Alright, where are you? He's there. So turn this way.
Let this be your final testament.
I was gonna say, somebody should limit break, though it should be a melee. Oh well. Not that it really matters, he's dead anyway.
You have proven yourself deserving of the title. Someday I'm brave. With this, my journey can, at long last, come to an end.
And that's it. Next boss. Or, next stretch. Oh yes, and Mustadio was one of Ramza Beelv's companions during the War of the Lions. When the Empire marched upon Rabanastre, many who lived in the desert fled east to the sanctuary of this jungle. Some who were not turned away by my sisters are said to have taken refuge here. This wine looks good enough to drink. Do you think we should... No? Alright, Kupo. No time to booze it up. There, another Lucavi. Appears to be a knight, but how...
guides your fate, but have you the faith to fulfill his legacy?
Agrius, another one of Ramza's companions. And her armor is fucking awesome. God, she's pretty. Alright, I'm turning off Iron Will. I'm trying not to take enmity from this guy, but he's just not able to hold it. Oh yes, when these shield things appear, you want to grab one.
To the current of life we succumb.
To shield against Judgment Blade.
Fight as cold as steel.
Somebody did not. Did he lose enmity? These guys, for some reason, cannot hold the boss. I'm not sure what it is they're doing that is making it difficult for them. Okay. One alliance is going to be pulled into there. Like, my Iron Will isn't even on. I don't think he has his tanking stance on. Grab this. Fuck it. You know what? Oh. Okay, so I'm locked in here. One alliance will be locked inside here. The others have to use these sword things to free us from these crystalline prisons. And looks like they just saved... They didn't get everybody, some fucking how. They walked up to them. Oh, jeez. Am I not gonna be healed? Oh. Where's the healing? Where's my healer? Oh my god. Well, turn off my tank stance, because the other guy's got it again. We'll see how long he keeps it compared to my minuscule DPS. Judgment Blade is coming. Hold up your shield. These people are just... They must not watch guides. Like, he's
the dreams of men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Take a shield. These sword knights need to be killed. Oh shit, I used the wrong damn thing. Ow. Oh my god. I'm probably doing that bit wrong. But these raids are a clusterfuck and a half. We're cutting it close.
Oh, divine light, send us from our sins! Gaze deep into the light! They who dwell aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
Really good music, though. I do love this particular track from Tactics. Oh, now it's my turn to get trapped inside this prison thing. Alright, now we need to kill all of these things before they reach the center. And no one's paying any fucking attention. At least these are easy to kill because you just use the sword thing and they're gone. Okay, we're good. Oh, and thank God, it's almost over. You know, this would be really fun if just people could hold enmity and, you know, do mechanics.
Well fought, champion. I leave you now to your quest, where Ivalice awaits.
Yeah, these people, their use of the Zodiac Stones did not corrupt them because they had pure hearts. Into the gate. Man, this place is just scenery porn. Even the drab gray is beautiful. And we have a mini-boss. And they didn't wait. Oh well, sucks to be them if something happens. I really don't think, like... He does have his tank stance on. Okay, these need to be locked. Well, I think we did it. Basically, you need to have a certain amount of people stand in them. Do I really just pull that much more enmity than Dark Knights? I don't get that. Come on, lock it up, lock it up, lock it up. Very good. Wow, they can be taught.
Coming was foretold, servant of Ivalice. Or perhaps you serve another. I am Count Sinolfus Orlando. Your journey ends here.
Okay, this is where we're really going to see whether or not people can actually do this. Oh boy.
The hearts of men are black with corruption, and must needs be cleansed.
Holy fuck.
I call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies.
What killed me?
Tears their flesh asunder. 7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone. Open your eyes to the darkness.
Oh, I hope people know what they're doing with this mechanic.
The gods will not be watching.
Also, his voice is awesome.
Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more. To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift.
Is it out or in? I think it's in.
Its fight as
It was in.
cold as
Fuck.
steel.
There's a lot going on in this boss. Okay, we need people in these things on these platforms. Okay, I think people get it.
Hold is the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path that leads him from hell.
Oh no 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 no, he's fucked. Yeah, you have to run from that and lead it away from your group. panic there. There's plenty of time. Oh, see, I almost panicked there despite saying don't fucking panic. Alright, he's doing the... well, almost did the right thing there. He made it hit me instead. Alright.
I am called the God of Thunder. Now know why. Upon my holy blade, the very world lies in balance.
Everyone stand behind me.
Now the scale come, show me more.
Okay, we are safe on this platform.
Escape is not so easily granted. Were you expecting a modicum of rust? You will find my defenses quite impenetrable. Parted, and the skies clear. It is time I bade you farewell.
Ooh, that was rough. But it always is. More gear that I can't use, even for glamour. Well, I hope they're willing to wait for me to watch this cutscene.
Is it sanctum you seek, my wayward children? Or perhaps you are come in search of power? That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both. You need but will it so. Now, take up your salvation and be gone. Mortal agency in matters divine shall not be suffered.
Just couldn't fucking wait, could you?
Kneel before me.
Oh well. Impatient retards will always be part of video games.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Alright, we don't need to worry about that. We're in a good spot. It is, however, going to explode. So be careful of that. There you go.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
Hey, he's familiar. It's Hushmal. Oh no, not Hushmal. What the hell was his name? I don't know. Water Dude.
Kneel before me.
But yeah, his jars are floating around again, spraying water all over the place. So don't get hit by them.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon.
And it's Time Dude again. Get on the slow clock first. and then stand where the fast clock was.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Now it's Hashmal. And just like in his boss fight, stay away from the crumbling towers.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
There's 1,
Death,
2.
defiance.
Oh. Okay, here's where things get interesting. Stacky, stacky. Now. I can't see. I have to get over to the other side. Fuck, 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 fuck. Ah, our friends are here. The ones who we just fought.
Bear your steel.
Now she's going to try and finish us, but our new friends are going to shield us.
Simmer as the light of life before rising to the heavens in a cleansing conflagration of divine benevolence. Your sins, your souls are undone. You will not intervene.
Ah, but she's not going to have that. She's trying to break the barrier. And she stuck her bestial little head inside it to do so. Oh yeah, this is probably an Ultima spell.
I am the only god.
Oh yeah, she's gotten a lot scarier looking. And it's Ramzabeelv. The warrior of light of his era. Children of Hydaelyn, make it swift, you are her only hope.
Few can claim to have endured the might of my will. Denizens of the abyss, from ink of
The final battle truly begins. Okay, we can actually stand right here because she is going to use Eastward March and cause them to move. Ow! That actually killed me. And I Sheltroned and everything.
very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Okay. Oh shit. I am not safe in any of these spots. Damn. Well, I don't know how she killed me even after I used all my cooldowns, but damn. Okay. It is very important that somebody stand underneath these. We are now clashing against these things that would have caused some very high damage.
From ink of blackest night, I summon
Stop running on me, you fuckers. I don't understand why people think it's okay to do that. Oh, I'll just catch other people at my AoEs. Oh yes. We have to get through this maze now, and we cannot sprint either. Cannot commit any actions until we reach her. Get it away from us. Well, it didn't do that much damage. Alright, people are on most of these. Oh god.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
Alright. They're gonna move west, so I can stand here. And since she's about to go down, we can just really... Haha, holy shit. You have to be basically at full health to endure that.
I am your mother. I am your maker. I am Ivalice. Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
And that's that for the Orbonne Monastery. What do we have for loot? Nothing that I want. So, it's time to head out and go to the conclusion. He's awake, Kupo. But is it truly him? Thank you. Thank you all for coming to my aid. And you have my thanks, noble warrior of light. You have achieved what I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and blood of House Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. My sacrifice has finally been given meaning. Now, my friends, let us retire to Mother Heidelin's bosom that we may finally rest. Farewell. You are the true heroes of this story. Delida, how I've missed you, old friend. Forgive me, Ramza. You deserved better than what history gave you. I could have done more. I am truly sorry. These countless centuries did I long for the day that we might meet once again. And now that time has finally come. Heidelin beckons us both. Well, that's that. Let's follow up. You're alive! Oh, but of course you are. You'd think after this many triumphs one might grow tired of saving the world. Consider us all fortunate that you've not. But they were there, Hurdy, clear as day. The hero Ramza and good King Delida. Why would I lie about something like that, Kupo? My question is, why wouldn't you? Still, after all what we've been through in the past few days, I might be willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This time, Kupo. Foxy, it is almost sad to see our quest come to an end, though we have given the land's scholars much to consider. Charlian will have to open up a school of Evalician studies if we are to keep up. Despite what Lady France says, I had no doubt you would come through in the end. It has been an honor, Foxy. I only wish Begamnon was here with us to celebrate this day. I owe you an apology, Foxy. I was wrong to doubt you. Whether it be in a council room or on the field of battle, you have proven yourself more than worthy of the many praises the bards sing. I am glad to have counted you as an ally, for I would not wish upon you even my worst enemy. I guess that's a compliment. You rescued my brother, and for that I shall ever be indebted to you. You will be in my heart always, Foxy. And here we are, Foxy. I cannot thank you enough for all you've done for my family, and that is before you saved me from the High Seraph. I'm so sorry, Ramza. Alma. I convinced myself my research was the most important thing in my life, all the while you two were standing before me. Can you find it in your hearts to forgive your father? It's all right. We're still here, are we not? And we triumphed. We proved your theory true. Ivalice existed, Ramza existed, and Orbonne Monastery was not a heretic but a hero. Now all that remains is to tell the world. No, my son, we needn't burden ourselves further. But father, we cannot allow our ancestors' name to remain... And we will not. Yet simply not in the manner you think. Shut up, phone. I shall be adding a final act to the Zodiac Brave story, telling of how Ramza the Forgotten Hero and his chronicler Orbonne Monastery smote the Angel of Blood and saved Ivalice from an age of darkness, before quietly embarking on a final journey that would take them far beyond the horizon. And of course, I shall not leave out those nameless heroes who fought us alongside Ramza, without whom the young noble would surely have perished. Is that what you truly want, Father? For the story to end? It will only end on the stage, my dear, and live on in the hearts of the crowd. King Delida and Orbonne envisioned the Virgo as a beacon which would lead future generations to the truth about the founding of their kingdom. They were right, and just as the pendants guided us, now we shall guide the masses through our play. And now you see, my son. I would offer you my thanks again, Foxy, but thanks are not nearly enough to express my gratitude for all you've given us. Perhaps after I complete the Zodiac Brave story, I shall pen a tale about the legendary Warrior of Light and her adventures across the 3 great continents. And you'll have your work cut out for you, my friend. Foxy has enough battles under her belt to fill at least 3 tomes, if not 4. Would you stop doing that, Sid? He just appears there. And her tale is far from over, isn't it? It's true. And we'll be ready for it. One step at a time. One step at a time. Alright, this is our final dress rehearsal for the night. Make it count. Positions, everyone. Yes, Principal. Lights, music. There'll be no more mistakes from you two, am I clear? Mother crystal clear, Kupo. They're going to perform the new final act. Begin. Whatever will we do? The church has branded us heretics. No home awaits us in Ivalice. We shall embark on a journey together. Together? Together! The crystal's call has been answered and evil vanquished from the land. We are now free to soar like the griffin. Free? But how? By casting off our noble names and forging a new path, one not bound by fate. And on that path we shall meet new friends, make a new family. And unto them we shall entrust the true tale of our deeds, that they may carry on our legacy for all eternity. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to breast. In sword etched his... In stone he tempered his skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. It goes so damn fast. Bravo, bravo! You were both wonderful. I'm inclined to agree with the Lady Muriela's sentiments, but there is always room for improvement. Back to your positions, everyone. Again from the top. Again? I've had enough of this. I was promised a starring role, Kupo. It is in my contract. Oh, hush, brother, before Genomas has us back to polishing boot buckles again. Well, sir, further research will be required to reach a positive conclusion, but preliminary tests show that the technology utilized here bears striking similarities to our own. Excellent. Let the Eorzeans play with their baubles. True power lies within these very walls. It appears our ancestors were as cunning as they were ruthless. A weapon powerful enough to carve a gateway to the land's very core. His Radiance will be eager to test this, Tartarus. Won't you all agree? Oh dear. I don't know who that scantily clad dude was. Maybe he was a spy or something? I don't fucking know. He looked weird, that's all I can say. I hope the new act was to your liking. It may still change, seeing as we have yet to finish our rehearsals, but I believe Father has another masterpiece on his hands. I have always admired my father, but never more than I do now. I finally have come to understand why it was so important for him to tell the tales that he did, even if those actions did see him driven from his home. Still, I worry that we may never find our place here in this foreign land, that our voices may never be heard. Everything we knew is gone. Everything we worked for behind us. Will the people of Othard and Aldenard accept us for what we offer, in spite of who we were? Will they flock to our stage to hear our stories? Will they laugh at our jests and weep for our losses? I know it is childish to fret over such matters, but perhaps I am still a child, desperate for the acceptance of strangers, despite the fact I am already accepted. Accepted by my friends and family. Something happened that day I laid hands on my mother's necklace. My father would have me believe it was the hero Ram's Azorasite, the Virgo, that dispelled the fear and hate in my heart and replaced it with love. I would like to believe that it was not only the Holy Stone, but me growing up. Journeying to a new land, meeting new people, learning of new cultures and customs, these things ignited a flame inside me, a flame of change. You, Mont Blanc, Herdy, Mikoto, Master Sid, Bwagi, Fran, even Lena. You've all helped fan that flame, that they may rise into a conflagration to burn away the old Ramza, leaving what stands here before you now. My father spoke of one day authoring a play that would chronicle your adventures. I believe I will tell him to abandon that endeavor, for I wish to author it myself. That is, if you will allow it. You are welcome here any time, Foxy, and I hope that you will take time to visit and tell us more of your deeds. I shall be waiting. Hey, Ramza actually did grow up a little bit. Thanks are not nearly enough for all you provided us, but sadly they're all I have to offer. Thank you, Foxy. You watched our rehearsal, so you have witnessed firsthand the fruits of my father's labor. It is now on us, the players, to see their seeds cast across the realm. From fleeing the Empire to searching for a new audience, from finding the truth of our ancestors to bringing back my mother's, to saving my brother, many paths were walked on this journey, but ultimately they all led here. Was it merely the aura site that guided us to the Orbonne Monastery, or was it, dare I say, fate? Our exile, our arrival in Hingashi, my father's disappearance. Without even a single one of these things, our paths may not have crossed. If that is not fate, then... Now that Ramza's desire has been fulfilled, the aura site set in this necklace appears to have lost its blessing. Perhaps it is for the best, but I am simply glad that a piece of my mother remains. I shall not say farewell, for I would not have this meeting be our last. Allow me instead to offer a prayer. Mother, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins that we might know salvation. Very unlike a Garlean to pray. Okay, same thing. Oh wait, hold on. There's more. Yeah. I owe you an apology, Foxy. I was wrong to doubt you. Whether it be in the council room or in the field of battle, you have proven yourself more than worthy of the many praises the bards sing. I am glad to have counted you an ally, for I would not wish you upon even my worst enemy. In fact, our paths may cross again sooner than expected. I received word earlier from both the Eorzean Alliance and Doma that they have agreed to assist Lent's Tears, though not in the manner my leader first sought. They will be providing refuge for those displaced by the fighting. Children, elderly, the wounded. I have been assured that all are welcome. Unlike our demand for soldiery, both Lady Totaro and Lady Yugiri seemed much more amicable to this request. Perhaps they remembered how only recently Eorzea received refugees fleeing from Doma and Alamigo, and perhaps it was I who reminded them. As for now, I must return to Dalmasca with these tidings, and somehow not only convince the myriad resistance factions to cease their infighting, but also cooperate in the organization of a method in which refugees might be transported safely across the borders. Needless to say, I have my work cut out for me. But even then, this is only the beginning. Once the refugees are safe, there is still a war to be fought, and won. And when that time comes, do not be surprised when I come again calling. And I might just answer.
If Agamemnon were here, he'd smile and slap us both on the back. You'd probably fall on your face. I miss the captain. I'm not as optimistic as my brothers as to our chances of meeting again, but know this, Foxy. I will not forget you, and hope that maybe you will say the same.
It'll be hard to forget a mug like yours. It has been an honor to serve one as brave and just as you, Foxy. I only hope my contribution to this most recent endeavor has proven of value. Before this assignment, I would spend my days alone in the library poring over texts, learning of others' accomplishments but never recording any of my own. But witnessing you and all you've achieved in our short time together has inspired me. When I return to Charlian, I will put in a request with the students of Baldessian for an increase in field research. But I think I shall start with something in Lower Lenosia. Thank you, Foxy. She's adorable. Have I said that yet? Because she's adorable. How about you two? Principal Genomus has agreed to give me an actual role in the play. It is not Mont Blanc who stands before you, Kupo, but Isolde Tengil, the most handsome and noble and handsome of the Knights Templar, who has all of 2 lines before he must return to his proper place backstage working the lights. Do not forget that, Kupo. Oof. Well, it's something. Everybody starts somewhere, after all. Yesterday, Ivalice was a legend. Today, it is history. And this is all thanks to your selfless efforts. No longer need I hide my heritage, for you have shown it to be noble. I only pray this final act I have penned proves worthy of them and their deeds. Granted, it still requires much polishing. And yes, I am fully aware that my conclusion to Ramza's tale differs from that which you saw in your vision and learned in the halls of Malund, but that was rather the point. I wanted people to see Ramza in control of his own fate, ending his story on his own terms. Entrusting faith into future generations is noble, but it diminishes the accomplishments of Ramza and his companions, which is why I granted them the victory they deserved. History remembers those who prevailed, and thus will his name endure. Now, is there aught else you wish to ask of me? God, no more. Look, this stuff is interesting, but there's so much of it. It's basically like reading a wiki article from Final Fantasy Tactics, but the information is different because this is a different game. Oh hey, these guys are here. It won't be simple uniting the factions, but when has war ever been simple? Once we are a united front, we still had to figure a means of besting the most powerful army in the world. And if by some miracle we achieve that, then we have an entire nation to rebuild, starting with the smoldering heap I used to call home. But then again, it sure feels better than being a sky pirate. Let the next time we meet Foxy be in the Desert Sapphire neath the Royal Dalmascan standard. Reports are that the 4th Legion has marched on Valnain, making the commercial center their new temporary base of operations. If that is so, then that is where we next strike. We had our past misgivings, Foxy, but in the end we all learned to work for the same cause. I hope we can do so again soon. I do wonder if this is hinting at another Ravenaster thing. I kind of hope so. It's an interesting setting. I did not like Final Fantasy XII at all, but the setting is good. Well, wasn't that an adventure, Foxy? It is sad to think we must soon part ways, what with all we've been through in these past few moons. Satisfied with the city's unwillingness to turn him over to the Garleans, Genomes has decided to purchase a permanent berth above Kugane for the Prima Vista. Supposedly, he has already received petitions from hundreds of Geiko and Genin to join the company. And then there is a matter of my assignment. You'll be delighted to learn that I am almost finished. What? How do you expect one to write an exposé when off battling forces of evil from beyond the void? Don't you worry, though. A few more weeks and I'll have a draft. Alright, an outline. Until then, I'll stay here in Kugane a while longer. At the Raven's expense, of course. Farewell. Farewell, Lena. And so ends the return to Ivalice. So ends our adventure aboard the Prima Vista. And so we shall end it where we began, right here on this very bridge. You know, I would like to say that I particularly enjoy this raid. Looking back, I don't hate it as much as I originally did, but it's still pretty rough. It's very wordy, it's very reliant on exposition, and just dumping exposition. But oh well. That's it for Return to Ivalice. In the next episode, we return, for the moment, to the main story quest, until our next side adventure is available. So, I'll see you in the next one, everybody. My name is Foxy Games. Catch you in the next one. Bye.